What if I told you the next 5 years in gold could quietly create millionaires, and most people won't even see it coming? And right in the middle of that storm sits B2Gold. Now here's the crazy part. Some investors think this stock could be a steady compounder through the next gold cycle. Others think it's walking straight into geopolitical landmines. So which is it? Let's zoom out. Gold isn't just a shiny rock. It's fear insurance, inflation protection, central bank panic mode, and every major economic cycle eventually rotates back into gold. Now think about this. If gold enters a multi-year bull cycle, what happens to efficient producers with strong margins? That's where B2Gold gets interesting. This isn't a risky exploration startup. It's a producing gold miner with multiple operating mines and an expanding production pipeline. And that pipeline is everything over the next 5 years. Because production growth determines whether this stock stagnates or scales. When gold prices rise, miners don't just move one-to-one. Earnings can expand faster because costs often stay relatively stable while revenue per ounce climbs. That's operating leverage. But here's the tension. Mining isn't software. It's boots in the dirt. Governments change. Tax policies shift. Political instability can disrupt production overnight. So the 5-year thesis rests on 3 pillars: production growth, cost discipline, gold cycle timing. If B2Gold maintains output and keeps all-in sustaining costs competitive, rising gold prices could expand free cash flow significantly. More free cash flow means stronger balance sheet, potential dividend stability, possible buybacks, or growth without heavy dilution. But here's what most retail investors miss. The real money in gold stocks isn't made when gold is already at all-time highs. It's made when nobody cares, when sentiment is quiet, when headlines are boring, when analysts aren't hyping anything. Because by the time mainstream media screams, gold boom, smart money is already positioned. So the real question is not just will gold rise? It's, will B2Gold execute while the macro cycle rotates in its favor? Now let's talk about what could go wrong. Because every strong investment thesis has a shadow side. Gold cycles don't move in straight lines. If inflation cools, if interest rates stay higher for longer, if gold trades sideways for years, miners with higher costs get squeezed. So the key question becomes, can B2Gold survive flat gold prices and thrive in rising ones? Gold miners typically trade at discounted valuations because they're cyclical and commodity dependent. That means upside can be explosive during bull markets, but sentiment can crush them during downturns. This is cycle investing, and cycles test patience. Another layer most investors underestimate: geopolitical risk. Mining operations operate within national jurisdictions. Policy changes, royalty increases, regulatory shifts. Any of these can impact profitability fast. So over the next 5 years, the outcome depends on this combination: stable production, controlled costs, manageable geopolitical exposure, and favorable macro timing. Now here's the twist most people overlook. The biggest risk might not be gold prices. It might be investor impatience. Commodity stocks move slowly until they don't, and by the time momentum is obvious, a major part of the move may already be gone. So if you're looking at B2Gold as a 5-year thesis, ask yourself, are you reacting to daily noise or positioning for a macro shift? Central banks increasing gold reserves, currency volatility, potential monetary easing cycles, global uncertainty. All of these historically increase gold's appeal. When gold shines, miners amplify, but amplification works both ways. Before making any decision, understand this is not financial advice. This content is for educational purposes only. Always conduct your own research and consult a licensed financial professional. Commodity stocks carry risk, including volatility and geopolitical exposure. The next 5 years could reward discipline. The only question is, will you be positioned before the crowd or chasing after it?